Hey, I'm Jason. Welcome to my shop. And in this video, I've got a bunch of these bowl blanks I've made up. It's basically a bunch of scrap. Mostly, it's like 4/4, 5/4 scrap, with the exception of some of them's got like I don't know. This is like 3/4 black walnut in the middle of this particular blank. I've got some other blanks like that. So, anyways, I'm gonna turn these into some small bowls. I'm gonna start with this one. So we'll just we'll start by turning this around and putting in a tenon. And flip it around in the chuck and see what we can come up with. So first things first is run the center up against this, since this is not perfectly balanced yet. Alright, start by rounding this off, and this stuff's it's completely dry. So we'll see how well it holds up. I can already see some of the end grain here might give us some trouble, but we'll see. Alright, so that's rounding out pretty well. There, that's better. Alright, I'm just going to refine this tenon a little bit, give it a little bit of a dovetail shape so the chuck will grab it a little bit better. Alright, get this turned around. Get this plate off. Alright, I'm going to start by refining the outside shape of the bowl first, and then we'll hollow out. That shape's not so bad. Pretty happy with that. Alright, now I'm going to start hollowing out the inside of the bowl here. Start off by taking a face cut. Just to clean that face up a little bit. Well, that wasn't good. So it looks like the tenon started to break apart. You can see that just wasn't holding it very well. So I'm going to try to chuck it back in here and see if I can hold it a little bit better. Probably have to take some lighter cuts. Alright, I'm going to have to re-true up the outside of the bowl a little bit first. Alright, now I got that re-trued up and start hollowing once again. going to periodically stop and make sure that this is nice and tight. I don't want it going anywhere like it did before. Alright, making some good progress here. And you can see I've made it through the poplar, the first layer, black walnut, and then into the second layer of poplar in the bottom there. And probably could go a little bit deeper. Not a whole lot, and then we'll just kind of refine the inside, and it's sanding time. Ja, das sieht sehr gut aus. Now you might notice as I'm coming towards the lip, start to get a little bit of chatter. And that's usually a sign that my thickness is getting to right about the minimum thickness that I want. Usually that's just a sign if it's starting to reverberate because it's getting thin enough. So I'm not going to take a whole lot more off this wall. I might refine the bottom a little bit more, but that's about it. That's pretty good. Now I can tend to just kind of feel with my fingers to make sure that it's I'm getting the thickness that I want. That's about right. On this rim's chewed up a little bit, and you can tell that's why. Well, poplar's not exactly the best wood for turning end grain like this. Well, I should say the end grain. Now I have turned poplar in segmented, where I was always turning with the grain, and that works out a little bit better. But we'll see. This I'll try to clean this up a little bit with the tool, and then we'll start doing a little bit of sanding. Alright, that definitely cleaned up the rim quite a bit. Now we got sand. Alright, and I'm going to try something new. This is called Abranet. This is given to me, these sample pieces were given to me by my friend Dave Hess. He's a local turner. He bought some of this and he said he really likes it. And what's neat about it, it's a mesh. It's a mesh, sanding mesh. It's got a loop side on the back so you can put on like a sanding block or something. And then you've got, of course, a abrasive side. And what's neat about this stuff is when it loads up with sawdust, you just kind of beat it a little bit, and it will usually clear out, and you can continue to use it quite a bit. And Dave's telling me he's getting quite a bit of use out of this stuff before he has to finally toss it and get another piece. If I know he had a good source for it, I'll put a link in it in the description below for the video. So let's give this stuff a try. Alright, this stuff's pretty awesome. I like it. I like how I could just kind of hit it on the bed of the lathe, and basically the sawdust would just go away and left me with the abrasive once again, and the abrasive seems to be holding up pretty well. So I mean, I'm gonna have to use this stuff a little bit more before I can say, like, before I could, you know, recommend you go out and buy a bunch of it. But I gotta tell you, if it's gonna be this good for the next, you know, few uses, I mean, if I got 3 or 4 uses out of these little pieces, I'd be very happy with that. It's better than the kind of rip and throw away method I use now with the sandpaper. Last but not least, now I've got this sanded down, I'm going to do a little bit of finish on the inside outside of this, of where it's at now, and then when I'm done with that, turn around, put it in the cold jaws, and finish the bottom of it. And for the finish, I'm just going to go with the Howard's Feed and Wax. I love this stuff. It really does a great job of making pretty much any wood grain that I've ever worked with just pop out real nice. Okay, now speed it up and do a little buffing. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, now I'm going to take off the tenon and just finish up the bottom a little bit. Alright, I'm just going to quickly run through the grits on the bottom here just to clean this up. Alright, and there we go. That's poplar, black walnut, and poplar. All from scrap. Just 3 boards stacked on top of each other, just glued together in a stack. And there you have it. Pretty nice. Well, I want to thank you for watching this video. This is one of many videos like this I'm going to try to keep doing. I've got more of these to do, so I may do a couple more videos. They'll be similar. I'll try to do something different each one, so it's a little bit different anyways. If you liked it, please like, and please subscribe if you're not a subscriber. I appreciate it. And if you'd like to, due to the changes with YouTube, if you'd like to get notified when I've posted a new video, I invite you to please click that little bell next to, I believe it's next to the subscribe button, so that way you're notified whenever I have a new video come out. So once again, I want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.